Back to you, I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by My Home Sold. We do have some heat and humidity. Try not going behind the sign, okay? I know some of you are going up for a hike early this morning, and this early hour is the time to do it because of the high temperatures we're expecting this afternoon, that coupled with higher relative humidity values. And we're talking about some really uncomfortable conditions out there and kind of dangerous for you if you're not used to this kind of climate or this kind of weather. You really want to drink a lot of water, get inside some air conditioning. This is going to be with us for a bit. This area of high pressure is anchored over the four corners. We're going to tap into all of this subtropical moisture from the south and southeast. And this is going to give us hot, humid conditions today with that chance for some showers. So we do have those heat watches that's going to be going into effect all across SoCal for the potential for some really high temperatures and humid conditions. And we do have the excessive heat, or rather the heat advisories for portions of LA and Ventura counties until tomorrow. And then those heat watches will be going into effect by tomorrow into Thursday. So that's really the time period we're looking at some real extreme heat and humidity, and that can cause a lot of stress on our bodies. So we want to just remind you about the hydrating part. I know some of you don't like that word, but carry that flask of water, ice water. Take numerous breaks from the sun if you have to be working outdoors under these weather conditions. Wear the appropriate clothing, light color, lightweight clothing, and get into some air conditioning. Check on the elderly, please. The kids, you want to remind them to drink lots of water, and of course take care of your pets. Temperatures on the sand, upper 70s. We do have some surf heights getting up to 3 to 5 feet, especially Orange County, San Diego. That coupled with the high tides tonight will pose some problems for some of those low-lying coastal areas. 85 for downtown today, 96 on Wednesday. That chance for some showers greater as you head farther inland. Valleys 100 degrees there today in Woodland Hills, 110 on Wednesday. Out towards the mountains, 78 degrees with some isolated thunderstorms. That actually, that instability will continue into the weekend. As we get to the high desert areas, 98 with some scattered showers possible, getting to 109 on Wednesday. And then really hot out in the deserts, low desert areas, 104 in the Coachella Valley to 112 on Wednesday. All right, now let's do some TV shout-outs before you walk out the door and before I run out of time. We want to wish Jeremy a happy 50th birthday. Jeremy Corbin, every day with you feels like an adventure. Says your wife, you're an incredible father, son, and friend, and boyfriend. I said wife. I jumped the gun, but hey, you are awesome. She said, happy 9th birthday, Darla. Love all of your family. Oh, you're such a cutie pie. All right, keep those pictures coming. All you have to do is email them to us, tvshoutouts@fox.com. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.
All right, good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA. It's 8 o'clock on this Monday. I'm Jen Lammers.
July the 13th. Thanks for being with us. I'm Bob DeCastro. Yeah, let's get to Maria with a check on the forecast. And this monsoonal moisture sticks with us.
That's right. I know you like it so much.
He loves those. Yeah, he loves those words.
You do like the subtropical moisture, right? It gives you that feeling like you're in the deep south or the southeast. I'll go Hawaii. I'll go with the humidity from Hawaii. It's not too bad, right? We do have the added relative humidity value to consider today, that heat index rather, and it does feel warmer than what the thermometer reads. And you can see how the satellite radar pictures are really picking up some of that moisture from the southeast. And this is going to be the pattern we're going to be in this week, with that chance for some showers even and some isolated thunderstorms. 74 degrees currently in Ontario, 73 in Woodland Hills. It's 69 in Santa Monica, 70 in Long Beach, to that 88 already in Palm Springs. And the Coachella Valley, of course, will be the hottest with those triple digits today. Hot and humid with that chance for storms. Same for the high desert. The mountains, 78 degrees. Get the walk or run in now at this hour. I really do want to warn you about this heat. It can cause a lot of stress for our bodies, especially when you're not used to it. So drink a lot of water, get inside in some air conditioning, and avoid the peak of the heat later this afternoon. 85 for downtown LA, 100 in the valleys to 77 at the coast. We'll talk more about this heat, show you the advisories that are in effect in just a few moments. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you.
All right. Maria, thank you. Boyle Heights residents are still dealing with the smell of that rotting food from a warehouse fire last month.
Now, on top of that, they have a water main break to contend with. Mario Ramirez is live with more. Does this water main break have anything to do with what's been happening at the warehouse?
It doesn't appear so. At least that's what the utility company is saying this morning. And residents, they're not so confident about that answer. They have said that they've been getting misinformation, miscommunication throughout this entire process. And it's been nearly a month since this Lineage warehouse fire broke out, now entering day 27. And we've been watching crews here continuing the cleanup process. They are still racing to remove millions of pounds of rotting food from this 500,000 square foot warehouse. We still smell that spoiled meat, even with those misters, odor blasters constantly running, and now a nearby water main break adding to the frustration for residents here. Take a look. We've got surveillance video showing water gushing through the pavement yesterday afternoon, flooding this Boyle Heights intersection near Brannock and Union Pacific, less than a mile from the cleanup effort. And for this community, they say it's something else these residents are left to deal with. Water shut off, flies and rodents swarming nearby homes and businesses, and that stench filling the air as workers continue loading truck after truck with spoiled meat and other rotting food. This fire started June 17th, marking nearly a month-long crisis here. And after it burned for 8 days, food waste removal began June 28th. Residents here say since then, the issues have only been piling up.
There are too many flies, so I hope so they don't get infection or something like that. Smell, flies, and rats. Hope so they finish ASAP.
With the fires and then everything rotting, the food is pretty, it's a nasty smell. We came out earlier, we went to the park, and the smell was just unbearable. We were gonna go to this local park here, but we figured, no, we have to drive away.
Crews spent hours tearing up the road to reach the nearby broken pipe, temporarily leaving dozens of customers without water. Just another issue that so many are having to deal with here in the area. California Water Service says the break appears to be unrelated to the Lineage warehouse fire, despite happening less than a mile from the cleanup site and just down the street. Now, if we come back out here live, the city has installed hundreds of these rat bait stations all around the warehouse. You can see them lining the sidewalk here. Lineage also bringing in pest control crews to treat all the flies and gnats. Mayor Bass did issue an emergency order calling for the cleanup to be completed by mid-August. And once that's done, the building here, the warehouse, will have to be completely demolished. And there was a community meeting, one of several, on Thursday of last week, where residents made it clear they don't want Lineage to rebuild or continue operations here at this location. For now, live in Boyle Heights this morning, we'll send it back to you.
What is the latest, Mario, with the rotting food? How are they going to handle all of that?
Yeah, well, it's a careful process. They're actually still dealing with millions of tons of food. We can smell it here, and the heat that Maria was talking about, that's definitely not helping with the smell, although it's not as potent as it has been even just days ago. But they're hauling that food. According to the city, they're handling the routes of where to dispose of it. They're also still dealing with some of the chemicals inside. That's why we've seen hazmat crews in and out of the building. So it's a careful process, and we know that there is still some of that food inside the building here as they continue the work.
It's crazy.
The neighbors have been putting up with a lot, for sure.
To say the least.
Incredibly patient.
Yeah.
All right, Mario, thank you. One of the big concerns with the hot weather we've been getting this week is the risk of wildfires, like this one in LA County. Crews are making progress on the Summit fire burning near Pinion Hills, which has now scorched nearly 2,700 acres. Firefighters say the fire has damaged 3 homes and has destroyed 1. Containment is up to 31%, but evacuation warnings remain in place for surrounding neighborhoods. The YMCA in Lancaster is open for people displaced from their homes.
Tributes are pouring in from around the country for Senator Lindsey Graham.
Longtime Republican from South Carolina died unexpectedly over the weekend. Roxia joins us now with more.
Yeah, good morning. It was shocking news to so many people across the country, especially because Senator Graham had just returned from a high-profile overseas trip to Ukraine. Let's take a look back at his career because he does leave behind quite a legacy. Graham was elected to the Senate in 2002. He was running for a 5th term. He became a key figure of the Republican Party. He was known for his foreign policy work and advised President Trump on Israel, Iran, and Ukraine. In one of his last public appearances on Friday, the senator spoke about supporting a bipartisan bill that would place sanctions on Russia as a way to end the war with Ukraine. He even met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky during the NATO summit in Turkey last week. President Trump says he spoke to Graham just hours before his death.
I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually. And he said, you know, I feel good, but I'm tired. He was fine. I knew him well. He was a fantastic person.
Graham's close relationship with the president emerging as a key part of his legacy. Graham was once a critic of the president, became one of his longest lasting and biggest allies in the end. California Senator Adam Schiff spoke to NBC's Meet the Press honoring the senator.
I think those of us in the Senate, as well as around the world, understood how close he was to the president. Many of us considered him the Trump whisperer. If we wanted to know what the president's thinking was or how we might be moved on something, you would go to Lindsey to discuss it.
The president commended Graham for having the ability to work with both Republicans and Democrats, and he ordered all American flags across the country to fly at half staff until next Saturday. Now, preliminary findings from the Washington, D.C. medical examiner says that he died after a tear in his aorta, and the official cause of death is still pending until testing is completed. They need to do more. He was 71 years old, which is quite young, actually, all things considered. In fact, when the news broke, I don't know about you, but I kept double checking and thinking, wait a minute. And I thought, is this a mistake? Is this perhaps Senator Mitch McConnell? Because we know he's really been having a difficult time and has many health issues. So this did come quite much as a shock.
Yeah, very sudden passing.
Yeah.
All right, Roxia, thank you. And now more sad news in the entertainment world. Actor Sam Neill, best known as Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park films, has died.
He doesn't bother to bite your jugular like a lion, say. No. He slashes at you here or here. Or maybe across the belly, spilling your intestines. The point is, you are alive when they start to eat you.
Another great scene.
Another great scene, I know. The New Zealand actor enjoyed a career spanning more than 5 decades with other memorable roles in The Piano, The Hunt for Red October, and Peaky Blinders. His family says he died suddenly in Sydney. He's survived by 4 children and 8 grandchildren. He was 78 years old.
Happening today, LAX begins a week of overnight temporary lane closures on Sepulveda Boulevard to build a new pedestrian bridge. A live look right there to the left of LAX. You can see the clouds there in the distance. The bridge will span Sepulveda Boulevard at its intersection with Century Boulevard. The work will run today through Friday, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. LAX says expect intermittent nightly traffic breaks of southbound Sepulveda, with up to all 4 southbound lanes being closed at times. The stops may run up to 20 minutes while beams are installed for that new bridge.
All right, 8:11. Let's get up to Stu for a check on traffic. Who are we? What is that sexy car? Oh, who are we tracking right now?
Oh, right. It's a McLaren, but it is part of the Dust Ball Rally. Yeah, I'm going to have to get on the internet and start Googling about that, because I have seen a couple of them today, all being very legal and driving the speed limit very carefully. But definitely some sort of rally going on out here with a lot of folks with nice cars. Where are we? What's going on? Well, that's going to be the 405 right there. And this traffic report brought to us by... Yes, My Home Sold. Take a look at that 405 drive. It is definitely Monday light. I'm going to say it is a good Monday to be driving on that 405 southbound. Take a look at that from the 118 all the way down almost. You're at Victory. You're going to really start slowing, but you're going to come to that crawl right about Burbank. So that's normal, but to get there, that's not. It looks like a great ride indeed. Northbound's your ride. You might be joining some of those Dust Ball Rally cars, because that ride looking fantastic. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots.
Hi, I'm Adrian with My Home Sold, and we want to buy your house. We buy any house in any condition. No commissions, no closing costs, and no repairs. Go to myhomesold.com for a free same-day cash offer. That's myhomesold.com.
Sky Fox Traffic.
World Cup matches may be over here in Los Angeles, but the magic is far from gone for hundreds of local kids.
Yesterday, the pitch turned into a playground. The LA World Cup host committee welcomed more than 500 youth and families to LA Stadium for an event called Play Where the Legends Played. Kids from more than 24 community organizations got to kick soccer balls and score goals on the very same grass as the world's best players.
I like Argentina because Messi scores with his left foot, and I sometimes practice with my left foot.
And so just being involved in the sport, I'm really excited to see what the outpouring is going to be after the World Cup.
The host committee and local donors also provided free tournament tickets to families, ensuring the World Cup's impact stays right here in our communities.
The World Cup semifinal matchups are set, and this will all take place tomorrow. France facing Spain in Arlington, Texas. Wednesday, England will take on Argentina. That match is in Atlanta. Both games start at noon, and that leads to the final next Sunday in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And you can watch the games right here on Fox 11.
Well, if 48 was good, 64 could be better. That's the thinking by FIFA after the success of this year's World Cup. The president of the organization, Gianni Infantino, confirmed they will at least discuss expanding the men's tournament to 64 teams. That expansion could take place by 2030. The tournament already expanded this year to 48 teams, which is a record that's up from 32 where it had been since 1998.
It's like a true World Cup.
That's
Did you
amazing.
see how they're going to sell the pitch, the grass,
Wow.
for like $450 for a piece of the...
But it dies.
I don't know how you keep it alive.
It's gonna die.
But you get it in some kind of a box.
Like a little clear box or something?
$450.
But for what's the size of it? Do you know?
It's like, from what I saw, the picture was like this small.
Oh my gosh.
But
it's grass, so it's gonna die.
I don't know.
I'm confused. Is that wild? I mean, it's gonna die.
Listen, people were buying the trash out of what was
That's
it?
true.
Taylor
Swift's,
and
right,
Kelsey's,
the confetti
trash, the stuff. So I guess there is a market for anything.
It's Hunger Games.
It is.
It really is.
Hunger Games. But I'm excited about the 60 team expansion. Because honestly, I don't know what people are going to do. I feel like we were watching the game, Norway game this weekend, and then, you know, like, what do we do now?
Right.
I know.
This tournament's going to last like 4 months by the time it's all said
Well, we
and done.
got the Women's World Cup.
This is true, Bobby.
Next
Thank you.
year.
You're right.
And you know what? The Philippines has a team.
That's right. So we're going to be watching. I think there will definitely be more interest in the games coming up. Speaking of tomorrow, there is a match, as you know, semifinals, France versus Spain. This is out in Dallas. Temperature of about 87 degrees with a chance for some storms there. In case you are headed to Texas, we have this area of high pressure that is in control of our weather. So it's that clockwise flow of air around this ridge of high pressure, pulling up all of that subtropical moisture. Okay, this is unstable air mass. This is a hotter, more moist air mass, and that's why we're seeing and the radar picking up all of that moisture and the green stuff. That's the chance for some showers as we get into tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we do have the heat alerts that are in place for the added humidity and just a real discomfort of being out and about. We may get a little break on Friday with the humidity values dropping a little bit, but we're anticipating another area of low pressure in the East Pacific. It's just going to continue to feed us with moisture and a chance for some showers as we get to this weekend and early next week. In the meantime, we have the heat advisory that is in effect for a large portion of LA County, Ventura northward. So it's humid out there. And then when those heat advisories expire tomorrow, the heat watch goes into effect. Pretty much all of SoCal under this extreme heat watch for triple digits possible, 90s up into the mountains as we get into late tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. So really dangerous weather conditions if you're not used to this kind of weather or this climate. You really do want to take the necessary precautions. Minor coastal flooding also expected along our shores with a high astronomical tide nearing 7.5 feet by today, tomorrow, with combined with that surf height of 3 to 5 feet for portions of Orange County, San Diego. Okay, here are the highs we're expecting today in Inglewood. 78 degrees. Look at some of that moisture moving up into the Bay Area. 101 in Indio. Here's your day planner for Linwood. 79 at 11 a.m. with some partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. And then we'll get to around 84, 85 by 2-3 p.m. this afternoon. Thousand Oaks, also a mixture of some clouds. Those are the subtropical clouds. Temperatures in the mid-80s will feel more like 90. And out towards Riverside, that chance for showers out there this morning, and then getting to around 90 degrees at 2 p.m. All right, stay with us because we will be right back after this quick commercial break.
This is the story of a
All right, you're looking live right now at the Huntington Library in San Marino. This is something rare, guys, okay? So this is not one, but two rare corpse flowers blooming at the same time, marking only the second time that's happened in the garden's history. The giant plants are famous for giving off a stench that's been compared to rotting flesh, all to attract flies and beetles for pollination. But if you want to see them or smell them, don't wait, because each bloom lasts only about 24 hours before it begins to fade. I'm not really seeing anyone holding their nose or like looking repulsed.
I'm seeing this lady holding her cup. I'm sure your drinks are not allowed inside here. Your drinks.
Oh, probably not. Look at that. Look at some guy brought his kid in there. Oh my goodness.
It's just interesting, the fascination that we have for just like, hey, this is gonna stink to high heaven.
Right. It's like somebody who says, hey, this stinks so bad. Come smell this.
Some people are into that.
It's true. It's true. Yes. There's a lid for every pot, as I've been told, you know?
There's a whole thing for that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not me. A famous Central Coast restaurant known for its delicious split pea soup is set to be demolished.
Oh.
We're talking about Pea Soup Anderson's. It's off Highway 101 in Buellton. It's been stripped of its historic status and awaits demolition by a developer that bought the property. The restaurant first opened in 1924. In 2024, it suddenly closed, never recovering from the pandemic. The property soon fell into disrepair. It's unclear what will replace it.
Have you ever had their pea soup?
I have. They had billboards all along the 101, so
yeah, right.
It kind of like entice you to go try it. And it was kind of historic.
Are you a pea soup guy?
Sure.
Like, is that something you enjoy?
It's
pea
tasty.
soup? Okay.
I think it's tasty. A little salt.
What do you
to it.
pair that with?
A good
bread?
crusty bread. It's just the place is huge. That's first of all, so you have to really pack them in there. And so it wasn't really packing them in there. The food was kind of...
It's more about the experience, right? It's more about saying that you've gone there and the history behind it. All right, well, R.I.P. Pea Soup Anderson's. Packing up the family for a concert sounds like a fun summer plan, but medical experts are actually sending a strong reality check to parents of infants. According to pediatricians, a safe noise limit for a baby is about 70 decibels. So think around the range rather of a standard vacuum cleaner. Live concerts routinely double that. Doctors say any prolonged exposure over 95 decibels can cause permanent hearing loss or ringing in a toddler's ears. Add in the summer heat, crowded spaces, secondhand smoke, and experts say the verdict is pretty clear. Don't do it. Keep concert season an adults only night out.
Depending on the concert, like...
Now, if it's like Bluey on Ice or whatever it is, like, you know, okay.
Right. So I always see the babies now with the
headphones.
Yeah. Gotta protect those ears.
It's true. They're developing.
Don't forget, you can see the MLB All-Star Game tomorrow right here on Fox 11. Coverage begins at 3:30. The first pitch set for 5 o'clock. Sports Wrap follows the Midsummer Classic. Yeah, some of your favorite Dodgers will be there. We'll be right back.
say Argentina.
We're calling it now, so you can pull the tape. What's the date today?
Today's the 13th.
Okay, July 13th. Who's going to win the World Cup? I say France.
I say France.
Bobby?
I don't want to say France because they're not my favorite.
Really? Okay, I'm going to say Argentina.
I'm going to say Spain for my second place.
Spain to win.
Spain is, for sure. España.
We didn't say who do you want to win. Who do you think is going to win?
France.
Who would I want to win would be England.
Who do you think is going to win?
Who do I... France.
France.
Okay.
Who do I want to win? Spain. Yeah.
España.
You want España.
Sí.
Sí, señorita.
Claro que sí.
Nah, Messi's going to win another one.
You think Argentina?
I think so.
No, they've been playing.
I think so.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is going to win?
We shall see.
To let us know.
Like,
David, who do you think? Our stage manager?
Well, it's scripted that Argentina's going to win.
See? It's scripted.
I know, but like, shake it up.
It's scripted. It's in
France,
France.
right?
You want to
Think
see
it's
the
France?
French? No, it'll be the Argentinians again. Okay, so we shall see. It has been documented.
Claro que sí.
Okay, so you guys all felt the humidity, right? It came up. You felt it yesterday.
I was waiting for some sunshine yesterday. And
How long were you waiting?
All day.
Standing up looking at the sky.
It was definitely on the cloudier side, and occasionally I would feel like this gust of wind, and it felt good. It really did. I was down in Anaheim, and it just was. I enjoy the humidity. Me personally, I think it's good for the complexion. It's good for the skin. I know it makes your hair all curly and stuff. All those with curly hair, naturally curly hair. But we're going to hang on to this weather pattern, so better get used to it for a little while anyway. Yesterday we did drop a few degrees. It was 81, but it didn't feel like it. Warmer than average temperatures will continue. In fact, as we look beyond the 7-day forecast through the 23rd of the month, we're going to continue with the heat and potentially the humidity. We could use some showers too, and definitely that chance for showers is in the forecast. We haven't had any rain so far this month. Last month, even in May, no rain. The last time we had measurable rain was back in April. We're doing well for the season, though. We still have over 4.8 inches of rain above normal, and so we're doing well, but we could use a little bit more just to help mitigate fire danger. This is a good thing. 85 degrees is what we're expecting today. The sunset time is at 8:06. You should go out and take a look because it is going to be a gorgeous sunset. Again, with all of that cloud cover, those high mid-level clouds really helping to give us those colorful and bright sunsets. These are the highs: 100 Woodland Hills, 88 in Burbank, 90 in Corona, 92 in Riverside, to 104 and humid in Palm Springs. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Maria, thank you. So, hey, if you're a foodie in the Inland Empire, your time has arrived. Restaurant Month is officially underway in Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga.
You don't have to be in the Inland Empire. Just go out there and check it out.
That's right.
We are checking out some of the best spots to grab a bite. Coco is live there at one of the participating restaurants all month long. Coco, good morning.
Hey there, that's right. And you know, the thing that's so cool, there are so many great restaurants here in Ontario, including Fish Hook Seafood. We're going to show you some of the food in a little bit, but I want to get to Joel first. And Joel, just tell us all about this really cool annual event, Greater Ontario Restaurant Month.
Thank you so much, Coco. It is such an exciting time of the year for us here in Greater Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga because Restaurant Month is happening. And it happens from now till July 31st. And look, if you have a phone, get your digital passport. Go to gocal.org, download your digital passport, and you can see all the participating restaurants in the area, including Fish Hook. This place is awesome. You're going to see the discounts are offering, the freebies are given away, and you get to come out and experience some local flavor here in the area. But it gets even better because we're going to entice you to get off your couch, get out of your kitchen. You don't need to cook this month. Go out and explore. In fact, if you visit 3 to 9 of the restaurants here in the Greater Ontario area that are participating, you're automatically entered to win a suite at one of the local sporting events. Or if you visit 10 or more of the restaurants in the month of July, you're automatically entered to win 2 tickets to every event at Toyota Arena for an entire year. Concerts, sporting events, you name it. Get out, don't cook. Come on out and enjoy places like Fish Hook.
I love it. That's such a great incentive. So excited to introduce you now to Trina. She's the co-owner of Fish Hook Seafood. And tell us all about this amazing restaurant here.
We have been here located in the greater city of Ontario, California for about 5 years now. So we'll go ahead and start with the desserts. A lot of the customers like to start with the desserts first. So over here we do have your chocolate marble cake, the peach cobbler right here, and your lemon cake. And then the star of the show will be your strawberry crunch cake right here. I don't know if you ever had the strawberry crunch ice cream.
Oh, yes. And this looks delicious.
Yes, yes, it is. And then we'll go on over to Big Mama's cornbread right here. That's definitely delicious. And it does have corn in it also. And on to the sides here, we have your candied yams, your red beans and rice, your mac and cheese, and your collard greens. And a lot of people don't like fried all the time, so they get the grilled fish. So over here we have your salmon with some grilled veggies and some rice.
Yummy.
Now, let's go ahead and go to the star of the show. Yes. We have your fish and chips right here. A lot of people don't know we have fish and chips, and we do make that batter in-house as well as the oysters here and the deep fried lobster tails. Now, those are delicious. You got to get a bite of those. And then over here we have your catfish and your deep fried shrimp.
And I love it too because you're also doing some cool discounts and deals for Restaurant Month.
Oh, yes. And speaking of Restaurant Month, first off, thank you, Greater Ontario, for allowing us the chance to even do Restaurant Month. That is awesome. And if you look at our Instagram account, you'll also see the link in the bio. Everything Joe was explaining, you'll be able to see on our page as well. So with us being a part of that, we have $5 off $50 during July 1st through the 31st, and then we have 15% off. Yes, 15% off every order. Now, guess what? Not only during Restaurant Month do we have the $5 off 50, but it's forever. Ooh. Yes, it's forever. So definitely come down to Fish Hook. We're located right across the street from the Mills, and enjoy.
I love that. Thank you so much, Trina. Wonderful speaking to you. And this is such a great restaurant. You've got to come and try Fish Hook Seafood right here in Ontario. You know the food is good by looking at it, but I'm also going to tell you that she's from Texas, so you know the recipes are delicious as well. Right. So come and check it out, and check out all the other restaurants too during Greater Ontario Restaurant Month. I'll send it back to you.
I've never had deep fried lobster tails. Ooh, that sounds so good.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
what a doll face Trina is, by the way.
I know.
She's so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Now I'm really hungry. Does Ontario deliver to our station?
I want some fish and chips.
Ooh, fish and chips.
Right?
Yeah.
Like with some good
vinegar.
Yeah.
Fish and potato wedges. I'm always down for a good potato wedge. Bob, have you had a good potato wedge before?
I'm in my 50s. Have I had a potato wedge? What kind of question is that?
He's perpetually on a diet, so I don't know.
Tell you something. On the 11 a.m. show,
adventure,
you're my witness.
I'm on a diet.
But always on a diet. But on the 11 a.m. show, I said I like potato wedges, and Sandra made it sound like she had never heard someone say that they like potato wedges before. So now I have to ask people. Gelson's has great potato wedges. Okay. Getting from food to entertainment, because food is part of our poll today. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Okay, the new...
I just saw this.
So good. The new trailer for Tom Cruise in Digger was released this morning, and it could be the biggest acting swing that he's taken in decades.
Oh, I don't believe you understand what's happening, sir.
What did you just say?
Sorry, sir.
Well, I know perfectly well what's going on there, because I'm paying for the whole thing. I'm paying for your 90% Hungarian goose down winter jacket. I'm paying your salary. You want to shut her down?
Well,
say it!
Unrecognizable. Yeah. This is Tom Cruise, and in the movie Digger, Rockwell, a billionaire oil magnate who believes he's humanity's last hope after a disaster of his own making, is the plot line. It's a dark comedy. It's directed by Oscar winner Alejandro Iñárritu. It hits theaters in the fall, October 2nd. Do you think that mayhaps this could be his chance to win the Oscar for acting?
Has he ever won?
Not for acting, no.
That's crazy.
No.
I mean, maybe.
What was that one rock
movie he was in. What was that? That was good.
Rock movie?
A rock movie?
Yeah, it was rock and roll. He was like a big...
Oh, Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Yes.
But I think he should have won the Oscar for Jerry Maguire. I thought he was great in that film. I do.
He was the most unrecognizable in Tropic Thunder.
Everybody was unrecognizable.
I could name someone else who was pretty unrecognizable in Tropic Thunder. RDJ, maybe, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Tropic Thunder. Michael has become the first biopic to achieve the milestone of surpassing $1 billion and the second film of 2026 to hit that $1 billion mark. So on April 24th, just a couple months ago, the movie opened to $97 million domestically and $217 million globally. It shattered the opening weekend standard for musical biopics set by 2015's Straight Outta Compton. It's made by the same producer of Bohemian Rhapsody. And the movie is also the largest film of all time for the studio for Lionsgate, which says that audiences have not only embraced it from the beginning, they've seen it multiple times even, and they've turned it into a unique cultural phenomenon. One thing they got right with this movie, I will say, is the casting, having Jafar Jackson in this role of Michael. He became him, and there was something truly authentic about this casting where you almost had to remind yourself you were not watching Michael. And the second thing they got right, which is a necessity for a musical biopic, is of course the music. If you weren't tapping your toe watching Michael, then I don't know if you were watching it, because they had it like you were watching a concert movie.
It was nonstop. That was the other thing, right?
Yeah.
The music.
One hit after
there were
another.
So many hits. You could put it into this.
Come out on streaming?
Well, because it's soon, but I mean, it's still making a lot of coin.
There's like no incentive for them to stop.
Right, right.
It's
and then, you could still go see it in the theater.
He was great in this.
Fantastic.
Jafar Jackson.
I think that there will be some awards buzz for him for this. Okay, now to our poll question this morning. I told you we're talking about food. We're also talking family, faith, fun, and films. Okay, the winner right now, it's tied. Family and faith with 36% for what is your biggest obsession. Then we've got food, and then another tie with fun and films and TV. Because, you know, sometimes it's fun just watching films and TV. We do have some comments. If you go to foxla.com/vote, you not only can vote, you can leave us some comments. Tara in Beaumont says, love, love, love food always, but seriously obsessed with watching GDLA since the early 90s.
Thank you, Tara.
Thanks, Tara.
In Beaumont.
Olivia in Long Beach, my biggest obsession right now is food. I really like sushi, enchiladas, and a burrito from Taco Bell. Do you eat them all at the same time? That's what I want to know. Robert in Dublin says, for God, family, and country, what else is there? Sounds like a slogan to a movie.
That's right. Is this Dublin, like Dublin, California? Or
Dublin, Ireland?
You know what? Top of the morning to you, no matter where you are. Yeah, you can stream us in Dublin. If you got
Seems like a simple man, you know?
Yeah.
You missed the festive drinks out of your poll. Food, family, and festive drinks.
Festive drink. What's a festive drink? Like eggnog?
Yeah,
every day's a festive drink for me, you know?
Bobby was asking for whiskey earlier this morning at 5 a.m.
I've also seen your Bloody Marys.
Well, they are.
That's a meal.
The toppings are violent.
Complex.
It's a little aggressive on top of there.
It was very aggressive. You got to see it. Hey, we're seeing this. Good Daylight Traffic sponsored by law offices of Jacob and Ronnie. Call jacob.com. Take a look at our real-time traffic. We do have this crash. Now off to the right shoulder, but it could impact your drive just a tad just due to the activity at semi versus another vehicle southbound side of 5 at Lyons Avenue on your approach towards the 14. We also have this ongoing. We've been talking about the monsoon moisture, and some of that rain is making its way across some of our local freeways. The 60 through Moreno Valley going to be an issue, and we're also picking up a little bit more rainfall and some slowdown along that portion of the 74 at Menifee. Looking at real-time traffic, 32 minutes, just over half an hour. Your drive from downtown through Mid-City to get to Santa Monica, 24 minutes. That's not a bad ride at all. Northbound 110 from the 405 and a live Caltrans camera look. This can be the 60. Eastbound, westbound at Euclid continues to flow. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
So I do hot yoga every day. After the accident, my lower back was so stiff I couldn't move, and I called Jacob. They treated me like a king. I did not have to deal with anything. If you're in an accident, call Jacob. Call Jacob.
Good.
And Good Day Late Weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. We've got some clouds outside. This is all part of the subtropical moisture, or that monsoonal moisture that we have been talking about since last week. And this is going to give us the heat and humidity again today. This ridge of high pressure, this dome of high pressure really, is centered over the four corners. And in this position, it's really picking up with that clockwise flow of air, all of that heat and humidity from the southeast. There's even a chance for some storms. We've got the extreme heat watch going into effect as soon as the heat advisories expire tomorrow. Large part of SoCal here for some dangerous temperatures, especially out towards the inland areas, getting to well into the triple digits. So just remind the kids, please, to hydrate, drink lots of water, take numerous breaks from the sun if you have to work under these weather conditions, get into some air conditioning, and make sure you take care of the pets as well, because it does get pretty hot for them, especially on that pavement. 2 to 4 foot sets, Ventura County, LA beaches. But remember, we've got a high tide tonight, 7 to 7.5 feet, especially in Orange County, San Diego. That can cause some problems with the some minor coastal flooding, low-lying areas tonight into tomorrow. So just keep that in mind if you find yourself near the coast. 85 for downtown LA today. We'll get to those upper 90s on Wednesday. We're going to hang on to this humidity, really. It might feel a little bit better on Friday, but the humidity will be back by the weekend into early next week. Triple digits in the valleys, i.e. getting to 110 on Wednesday. The heat is no joke. Please take extra precautions, especially if you're headed up to the mountains to go hiking. We've got not just the heat and humidity, but the chance for some isolated thunderstorms. 98 for the high desert areas, getting to 109 on Wednesday. And of course, the Coachella Valley, where it'll be in the triple digits, possibly 112 or more by Wednesday. Back to you.
Thank you. We are down to the wire in the World Cup as the field has gone from 48 to just 4. But just because your team is out does not mean you stop supporting your favorite gear, your team, right? One place to stock up on officially licensed merch is based right here in Southern California.
All right, so here to talk all about it is Alan Eltringham. I said that right, founder and president of BSG Fan Zone. Okay, so you are from Newcastle, England.
Newcastle, England, Jen, yeah.
Well, how excited are you?
Very excited. Obviously, the long wait for England to maybe get over the line is a real passionate one for us. But four fantastic teams left in the groups. We've got France, who are probably everyone's favourites, and then Argentina, Spain, and England. So you're right. Everybody wanted the US to go far, but we still have a red, white, and blue angle left, right? We have the red of Spain, the white of England, the blue of France. I'm not mentioning anything about Argentina.
So let's talk about anything but Argentina. So funny. But let's talk about your merch here, because this has got to had to have been so exciting for you. People just so happy to represent their country, their native land. It's just been so much fun. We've seen all the jerseys, the official jerseys, but you've taken it a step further with some of this other merch. What are some of the highlights here when it comes to the merchandise you've been selling?
Yeah, so we have licensed gear, and typically, you'll find hardcore fans that are spending, a lot of money on replica stuff. So, the licensed gear gives the opportunity for families to get in at a level that's a little more affordable, right? So, and if it's your second team, now your team is out, maybe you can purchase other groups. And it's a lot more affordable. So it's still licensed. Excuse me. And it's a great for families. It's great for watch parties. Now that the semi-finals are here, if you were a US fan, like a lot of us were, you want to pick up a France or a Spain, England jersey, you can go ahead and do that and still have a family watch party experience. So that's really what we're trying to do, is give families an affordable way to support and enjoy, the games. Because once the games are over, once the results in the books, yes, you'll kind of remember for a little while, but you'll remember more the experience you've had when you've watched it with your friends, your family, and, the food and the drinks that you've shared together.
And you want to have something to hold on to and to hang on to. What look of which jersey is your favorite, would you say? Because I actually loved, I hate to say it, I love the look of Belgium's jerseys.
Yeah, the Belgium away was very, very popular. They did a great job with the design. But again, I'm very traditional, Jen, and my heart is with the three lions. So, for me, the England jersey is always unique, and the quality is there. The Messi jerseys have been really, really popular, of course. Everybody pointing towards him as the GOAT. again, we hope that we knock them out in the next semi-final match on Wednesday. But you know, the U.S. jerseys have been great as well. I thought they did a good job with those designs.
Yeah,
so
they're awesome. The USA jerseys are cool. Also, I mean, we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country. So, I mean, these are items that you could have and just and you can wear, you know, for perpetuity as you support your team, your country. Were there any surprises with some of the merch that you were selling? For an example, you know, Norway became sort of a darling of the World Cup. So do you see this in real time in terms of the types of jerseys that people were purchasing based on how well these teams were doing in the World Cup?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, again, US was the focal point. You know, there was just a ton of US merch. You know, on the male and the female. You know, we do offer for the girls and the ladies as well. We feel that's important. So US was leading the way, and then it was definitely Messi and Argentina as the second. So they were the two big ones.
Are you prepared to, I mean, your work is going to get even bigger now with this next World Cup if they do open it up to 64 different teams.
Yeah, 100%. I think, you know, that'll be what we're looking at, and we're currently looking at which federations and which license groups that we can go after. Obviously, the success of Cape Verde was amazing. Some of the smaller countries, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with the qualification and which countries do get in for that 64.
Not to mention the Women's World Cup is next year as well. There's going to be a lot of different teams in there as well.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, obviously we have the Olympics coming to LA too, right? So, you know, we'll have countries represented for the Olympic Games.
Is it difficult to get officially licensed, because not every place has this?
Yeah, you just have to, you know, you have to go through a process. Excuse me, and obviously, you know, we have, you know, some countries are more open to it than others, but. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a process you work through.
We want to make sure people know where to go. It's bsgfanzone.com for this officially licensed World Cup merchandise. We appreciate your time. Great stuff here.
Yeah, thank you, Alan.
Bob. Yeah, who are you guys picking?
You
for
know
the,
what? I got
finals?
England. I got England. I'm with you.
Come on, Jen.
I like Spain.
Just what we want to hear.
That's right.
I like Spain. Oh, that's right. Sorry. But I like England too. There you go.
We love England.
Good man.
Right back.
Good day, LA weather.
to 9 a.m. on this Monday morning. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
And I'm Sandra Endo. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a great weekend. And let's check in with Maria for the forecast this coming week.
Yeah, you felt the humidity, right, this past weekend? I'm sure you did. I know I did, certainly yesterday. The heat and the humidity, we saw the cloud cover, and it's still around. Looking at our satellite radar pictures, we're definitely still picking up all of that subtropical moisture from the south and southeast. Temperatures right now, it is muggy. It is warm. It is 75 in San Bernardino. It's 74 in Ontario, 76 in Woodland Hills. A little cooler at the coast, but it is also just as humid. 88 degrees in Palm Springs. That's where it's going to be the warmest with those triple digits. 104 in the Coachella Valley today. The high deserts, the mountains, the deserts as well, with that chance for some isolated thunderstorms. So be careful driving out in those areas. Not only you're going to have to deal with the heat, humidity, but also that chance for showers. Chance for showers elsewhere, 10%, a little less, but it's there. Along our coast, 77, 85 for downtown LA to 100 in our valleys and the Inland Empire. I'll show you the extended outlook coming up just a few minutes. Back to you.
I love you. Boyle Heights residents are still dealing with the smell of rotting food from a warehouse fire last month.
Okay, now add a water main break to their troubles. Let's go live to Mario with all of those details. Oh my goodness, they just can't seem to get a break.
Yeah, exactly, Roxy and Sandra. Another headache for residents here living near the Lineage warehouse fire. It's been nearly a month since the fire broke out. The cleanup has been continuing or ongoing for weeks, and we're just outside. We can still smell all that rotting food left inside. The cleanup around the clock. Crews this morning simultaneously demolishing parts of the fire-damaged building and hauling out rotting food. But with millions of pounds still inside, neighbors say the odor and frustrations are far from over. And now you have that water main break less than a mile away, adding to the list of issues. So take a look. We've got surveillance video here capturing that water main break yesterday afternoon, gushing through the pavement. This is less than a mile from the warehouse near Brannock and Union Pacific, flooding the intersection as crews spent hours digging to repair the pipe. And just down the street, a much bigger problem continues now in its 27th day since the June 17th Lineage warehouse fire. Crews are racing to get millions of pounds of spoiled food out from inside the fire-damaged cold storage facility. Workers spending the day yesterday loading truck after truck with rotting meat and other food. Their odor control system running 24/7 to try and cut through the stench. But for people who live and work nearby, they say the smell isn't the only issue lingering. Now dealing with water issues, swarms of flies, rodents, and the side effects they say are stemming directly from the crisis at the warehouse.
Helping us, please. I don't want to get the smell no more. I have a lot of headaches. The rat system in my garage, a lot of rat. And I tell the people, and the people told me, oh, they're going to give you these traps. But I tell them, I think they need a fumigation because it's too much.
Meanwhile, that water main break temporarily leaving dozens of customers without water. California Water Service says the broken pipe appears to be unrelated to the warehouse fire, despite happening less than a mile away along the same corridor. Now, coming back out here live, the cause of the blaze still under investigation, but Lineage officials have said they believe it started while a subcontractor was testing solar panels on the roof. Mayor Bass issuing an executive order, an emergency order, to get this cleanup completed by mid-August. And that neighbor you heard from there, she says she's had stomach issues, headaches for the last week and a half. And as far as assistance goes, she's received air purifiers and a prepaid card, about $200 worth from the city. For now, that's the latest here in Boyle Heights. We'll send it back to you, Sandra and Roxia.
All right, Mario, thank you for those details. American flags throughout the United States are to be lowered to half-staff to honor South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who died Saturday night. President Trump has ordered the flags to be lowered until Saturday evening. The Republican senator was a close ally of the president. He had just returned from Ukraine, where he'd met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Graham was known for advocating a strong foreign policy. His family says the 71-year-old senator died Saturday night after what they called a brief and sudden illness.
I think those of us in the Senate, as well as around the world, understood how close he was to the president. Many of us considered him the Trump whisperer. If we wanted to know what the president's thinking was or how we might be moved on something, you would go to Lindsey to discuss it.
The president said Graham was like a member of the family and his death is very tough. He commended Graham for having the ability to work with both Republicans and Democrats. A preliminary finding by the Washington, D.C. medical examiner states Graham died from a tear in his aorta due to cardiovascular disease. The medical examiner says the death certificate will be pending until all the toxicology reports and microscopic testing are finalized, and that the point of the death certificate will be updated to reflect the cause of death and appropriately classify the manner of death.
Nearly a month after being hospitalized, Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell says he suffered a bad fall. The Republican released the new details in a statement, along with the photo of himself and his wife. In that statement, he says that he suffered a fall at home that left him unconscious. He was hospitalized, later developed mild pneumonia. McConnell says he is now in rehabilitation facility to regain his strength. He did not say when he would return to the Senate.
And sad news in the entertainment world. Actor Sam Neill, best known as Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park films, has passed away.
He doesn't bother to bite your jugular like a lion, see? No. He slashes at you here or here. Or maybe across the belly, spilling your intestines. The point is, you are alive when they start to eat you.
The New Zealand actor enjoyed a career spanning more than 5 decades with other memorable roles in The Piano, The Hunt for Red October, and Peaky Blinders. His family says he died suddenly in Sydney. He is survived by 4 children and 8 grandchildren. He was 78 years old.
LAX is beginning its week of overnight temporary lane closures on Sepulveda Boulevard to build a new pedestrian bridge. You're looking at a live look now. The bridge will span Sepulveda Boulevard at its intersection with Century Boulevard. The work will run today through Friday from 10 in the evening until 6 a.m. LAX says expect intermittent nightly traffic breaks of southbound Sepulveda Boulevard with up to all 4 southbound lanes being closed at times. The stops may run up to 20 minutes while beams are installed for the new bridge.
The World Cup matches may be over here in Los Angeles, but the magic is far from gone for hundreds of local kids. Yesterday, the pitch turned into a playground. The LA World Cup host committee welcomed more than 500 youth and families to LA Stadium for an event called Play Where the Legends Played. Kids from more than 24 community organizations got to kick soccer balls and score goals on the same grass as the world's best players.
Argentina, because Messi scored with his left foot, and I sometimes practice with my left foot.
And so just being involved in the sport, I'm really excited to see what the outpouring is going to be after the World Cup.
The legacy it leaves behind. The host committee and local donors also provided free tournament tickets to families, ensuring the World Cup's impact stays right here in our communities. So the World Cup semifinal matches are set. Tomorrow, France will face Spain in Arlington, Texas. Then on Wednesday, England will take on Argentina, and that match is in Atlanta. Both games start at noon, and that all leads to the final next Sunday in East Rutherford, New Jersey. You can watch all the games, of course, right here on Fox 11.
Oh my gosh, it's coming to an end.
I know, but it's going to be really exciting.
Yes, a busy week.
Great.
For sure. All right, let's talk about the roads out there. How busy do those look?
You know, it's not as bad as it would typically be on a Monday. Surprisingly, we do have some showers, though, that's impacting some of you on that drive to the Inland Empire. So a little slow going out in Manistee. If you are headed there out towards Moreno Valley, we do have some showers and some isolated heavier downpours out towards the IE. Here's one of our live traffic cameras. This is the Riverside area, 60 freeway eastbound at Heacock Avenue. Both sides moving pretty well here. I kind of noticed some damp roads here, so I'd imagine there was a light sprinkle there. And that's going to be the pattern today with that on and off chance for some pop-up showers. The drive times in and out of downtown LA right now on that West 10 going towards Santa Monica between the 5 to the 405. It's actually not too bad. It's under a half an hour on that North 110 between the 405 to the 10, just 20 minutes. And on that West 60 between the 57 to the 5, about 24 minutes there. Here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DT LA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply. Good Daily.
I love this next guest, and I hate that I love it, and I love that I hate it. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamaba Resort and Casino. Our next guest describes himself as a professional hater. He's gotten quite a following. It's gone viral. I follow him and always get a kick out of his videos. I'm talking about Adam Rothstein, who targets various neighborhoods and establishments in our neighborhood like this.
I am a professional hater, hating my way across Los Angeles, and today I am hating on the Beverly Center. The Beverly Center is a fully dystopian liminal space. It's seemingly always under construction, kind of like how your most toxic friend is always in therapy. Like, whatever you're doing is not working. The first 3 floors are a parking structure, and then you enter into this cluster of supervillain chairs. I don't know what any of these stores are, and it makes me feel like I'm in Europe, but in a bad way. Doesn't this look like where the daughter of a Serbian oligarch would shop?
Oh my gosh, I told you, I genuinely laugh out loud every time you post a video. Now, you've hated your way through LA, Orange County. We're taking this nationwide though, baby, because you were hating on Aspen, Colorado, and got over 1 million views on that.
I went to Aspen. I went to New York last month. Did a couple New York videos. Yeah, I'm taking it national and hopefully international.
So is this rooted in you are just quick-witted, you're a comedian? Tell me where this all came from.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been doing this internally my entire life, you know, like this is 36 years in the making. It's kind of how I move through the world.
Yeah.
And then social media just gave me an opportunity to like externalize my inner monologue.
Yeah.
And share some of that hate in my heart with the world.
And it's so funny because, listen, you got to be able to have a thick skin and laugh at yourself, right? So there is the fine line between love and hate. It's all love. You love the city, but you got to poke fun at it.
Yeah, and I think especially these major cities, LA, New York, everyone that lives here, we love to hate it. We hate to love it.
Yes.
It's not like we think these are perfect places to live. So yeah, I kind of view them as these like mini roasts of neighborhoods, and my goal is for people who live there to laugh. My goal is for people who don't live there to laugh.
Oh,
you know?
I'm laughing. Every time there's a new city drop, I'm like, shh, my show's on. You have done Glendale. You have done Manhattan Beach, Newport Beach, Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
Silver Lake.
I've done Silver Lake.
Echo Park.
Definitely done Echo Park.
Yep. Has another yoga studio or coffee shop opened in Echo Park since your video?
I mean, every 10 minutes, I think, statistically. And I think one thing about LA that we all notice is that every neighborhood has sort of become like a miniature clone of the next, you know, like the same 3 coffee shops, the same 3 restaurants open up. And so wherever you go, there you are, you know.
Oh, I get a kick out of it. I hate to put you on the spot, but, you know, I got to ask, I love a juicy exclusive. Where will Adam be hating on next?
Yeah, you know, I have to talk to my team. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll have my people call
I'll have my people call your people. I'm thinking, I've been eyeing a little bit more in the South Bay. I had a lot of fun going to Manhattan Beach. I think I want to make my way all the way down to Palos Verdes. While it still hasn't, you know, sunken into the ocean yet. And I want to drive around there and get a feel for the vibe there. I'd love to go up to the Bay Area.
Yes.
But you know, the beauty of LA is the gift that keeps on giving, you know.
Yes, and honestly, more cities should want you to come and in a way hate on them, because it is advertising. I mean, your videos get a lot of views.
Yeah, it's eyeballs. And honestly, people write to me, hey, can you hate on my restaurant? I'm like, yeah, I can dunk on your restaurant, but if, you know, all publicity is good publicity.
All publicity is good publicity. You have to go to Vegas. That would be funny.
Yeah, I definitely have to go to Vegas.
I think that would be funny. What has been the most fun for you making these videos and getting feedback from the locals?
I think I was a little bit worried at first, like when I would make a video with someone that was close to me, or like, let's say I had visited them there and then made a video afterwards. I was a little bit worried to see that their response has been, but I've been pretty surprised to just see that people they're down to laugh.
Yeah, and take it on the chin.
Yeah, and they're also, you know, nobody that lives in Newport Beach, my wife's from Newport Beach, which is why I know so much about it, and nobody that lives there doesn't know these things.
Right.
You know, they exist there. It's a part of the life. They know the stereotypes. And so I think that's been very refreshing to see that people just want to laugh. And then I've also found that people really resonate with the hating lifestyle. You know, I'm saying the things that people don't want to say out loud, and they're like, yeah, I was thinking it. And the internet, especially influencer culture, can be a little toxic positivity.
Totally.
You gotta go here, this place is the best. So I think sometimes it's fun for people to just hear someone be like, you actually don't need to go here.
Yes. Or it's always like, follow me, follow me, follow me, come along with me. And you go, how about you don't?
Right.
Because this is what you're not missing. How about that?
I like to think myself of an anti-influencer of sorts.
I love it. We're here for it. It's original. It's fun. Hate to also put you on the spot and asking you this, but I'll take this as a major compliment if you've hated your way through our news station.
You know, I have some thoughts. I had some thoughts while walking around the green room. I can save them for a video
Yeah,
later.
I think that would be fun, and I cannot wait to watch that one. Okay, so we have the maybe you're going to go to Palos Verdes next. I think that this could turn into something even bigger, like just saying I'm an entertainment reporter, so I'm saying maybe this could be a limited series. We have an I Love LA on HBO Max. Do we need an I Hate LA spinoff?
And I think, you know, Expedia, travel brands sponsor, but I think I could really like sink my teeth in on some longer form stuff.
Oh, for sure. Can I just name like a couple cities rapid fire? And
Please do.
Okay, and you just give me like the first thing that pops into your head. Culver City.
Culver City, I've done, and my main thing with Culver City is it has become this like tech bro central that it wasn't like 10 years ago. So it's like very sterile, very kind of like Lululemon joggers, Bernedoodles. It's a lot of you know, work from home. There's an Erewhon there now. So I think that's the new vibe for Culver for sure.
For sure. Hollywood.
Hollywood, well, Hollywood's gritty. I do like to punch up, I will say.
Yes,
like,
I do. Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, I'm not going to go around a neighborhood and be like, oh, that's, you know.
Yeah, right. You got to go to all the ones that think they're so great. You're like, let me just take you down a couple notches.
Exactly.
You're humbling the city.
That's the space I want to play in, I think.
That's the fun space.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I cannot wait to see where you love, hate next. You can follow Adam on TikTok, Adam J. Rothstein, which is Rotbot on TikTok.
Rotbot on TikTok, my name on Instagram.
Adam J. Rothstein on Instagram. Yes, you got to follow him. Okay, when's the new one drop?
This week.
This week.
And feel free to reach out. I love getting recommendations. You know, some people are like, can you please hate on Vacaville, California? I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I will look into it. I'm not above going anywhere.
That's good.
Yeah.
The first city that made you famous, though, was, shout it out.
Playa Vista.
Playa Vista.
Yeah, Playa Vista, the historic neighborhood of Playa Vista.
I love it. We'll be right back. Ooh, I have a good one for you.
Good Day LA Entertainment.
Welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casinos. This is a different view. Can you guess where this is? This is here. This is in SoCal. This is the island of Catalina. I think this is on the other side, though. This is a beautiful harbor. I believe it is two harbors. I'm not positive, but anyway, it is not Avalon, but it is on the other side. Gorgeous conditions right now, kind of a mixture of some sunshine and some clouds, and we do have the humidity. So that we have to contend with, guys. I don't mind the humidity. I hope you don't either, but if you're not used to this climate, you definitely want to take the extra precautions, right? You want to drink a lot of water if you have to be out and about. We've got this big, strong area of high pressure that's in control of our weather. We're tapping into all of that subtropical moisture, and so it's adding that humidity into the mix and also instability. So you can see how the radar is picking up some of those showers here on the model. So we have that chance for some thunderstorms, even isolated thunderstorms, as we get through the week and even into this upcoming weekend. More opportunities for some showers. We do have the heat alerts in place, including that heat warning, extreme heat warning, which has been issued for LA Ventura counties, anticipating all of that hot, humid conditions. Very hot temperatures will continue with those numbers getting up to 107+ degrees for some of those inland areas. So again, please be mindful of the heat. We want you to stay heat safe over the next week. I'll have the 7-day forecast in just a few moments. Back to you.
Sounds good, Maria. Live look right now. This is Huntington, where two rare corpse flowers are blooming at the same time. And look at that crowd, right?
Huge.
Yeah, so this is only the second time this has happened in the garden's history. Tony Butita, our photojournalist, is there. So, Tony, give us a thumbs up if it's stinky. Is it stinky yet? Oh, it is stinky. Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, if you want to see it, if you want to smell it, don't wait, because each bloom lasts only about 24 hours before it begins to fade. I'm looking at people's expressions, and I have to say, they don't look like they're bothered by it.
Right, bothered by the smell. You would think they would have like masks on.
Or like covering their nose or squirming or making some kind of a, yeah. I guess it's tolerably stinky.
Okay. Well, now to our poll question this morning. Last hour, we asked you, what is your biggest obsession? Is it family, food, faith, fun, or films and TV?
Interesting.
All right. Well, you still have time to vote because it's kind of split. Family and faith right now.
We have deep viewers.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right. And send us a comment, too, if you can. We'll be right back.
Good day.
Welcome to 9:30 on this Monday. I'm Roxy Carpadian.
Sandra Endo.
And I'm Maria Quaban. Boom, boom, boom. Here, road check. We're all here. So it was a nice weekend, but it was a humid weekend. Did you feel it?
Even more today. It's humid.
Yes, that's
Somebody
right,
told me
Sandra.
that. Friday, right?
Sandra's like, yes, it is. Yeah, more humidity, more
kind of muggy.
Yes, sticky, kind of uncomfortable. I was looking at your hair to see if it was a little bit curlier than usual.
Is it frizzy? It was very frizzy this weekend.
Was it? Yeah. I mean, that is the, if I had curly hair, I would like it. Always, the grass is always greener.
Yep.
I don't mind the humidity myself. I think it's really good for the complexion. But I know for many people, especially if you're not used to this kind of climate, it is kind of a problem. It's more of a climate really for the southeast. If you're from Florida, if you're down, near the equator, if you're from Hawaii or even Mexico, then you're used to this kind of weather. But here in SoCal, we're kind of spoiled. So the little added humidity is a little uncomfortable, a little tough. Yesterday, because of the cloud cover, temperatures actually did drop a little bit. So we got down to 81 as forecast, but it still felt a lot hotter than that. And that goes the same today. We are actually expecting some hotter conditions and more sticky conditions. 85 is what we're expecting for downtown. The sunset is at 8:06, and it will be a gorgeous one. These high and mid-level clouds really giving us those bright, colorful sunrises and sunsets. So you want to take advantage of that later this evening. 100 is expected in Woodland Hills, 88 in Burbank, 93 in Ontario, 95 and humid in San Bernardino. There's that chance for showers, and we're picking up some of those showers for parts of the IE this morning. 80 in Santa Ana to that 104 in Palm Springs. I'll show you that 7-day forecast in just a couple minutes. Back to you.
Maria, thank you. A water main breaks and floods some streets in Boyle Heights.
Yeah, the break happening yesterday near the warehouse that went up in flames last month, leaving behind tons of rotting food. Let's go to Mario right now, live from the scene. We talk about how terrible it smells out there, right? And the hotter it gets, muggier it gets, more humid it gets, that stench gets worse. What's it like right now?
Yeah, it has been coming in waves. At times, we don't really smell much, but then we get a really big whiff of it, and that's exactly what we're smelling right now at this hour. It's hard to believe that it's been nearly a month, day 27 since the Lineage warehouse fire broke out, and that stench still in the air. Even with those misters, deodorizers surrounding the warehouse, residents say it's been making it into their homes weeks later, and now nearby residents dealing with yet another issue overnight, no water. Let's take a look at the surveillance video showing you why water gushing through the pavement yesterday afternoon, flooding this Boyle Heights intersection. This is less than a mile from the cleanup effort where we are this morning. And for this community out here, something else that these residents say they're left to deal with. Water shut off, flies and rodents swarming nearby homes and businesses, and that stench still in the air as workers continue loading truck after truck with spoiled meat and other rotting food in phases. Now, this fire started June 17th, marking nearly a month-long crisis after it burned for 8 days. Food waste removal began June 28th, and residents say since then, the issues have only been piling up.
There are too many flies, so I hope so they don't get infection or something like that. Smell, flies, and rats. Hope so they finish ASAP.
With the fires and then everything rotting, the food is pretty, it's a nasty, nasty smell. We came out earlier, we went to the park, and the smell was just unbearable. We were gonna go to this local park here, but we figured, no, we have to drive away.
Interfering with some plans, as you just heard, crews spending hours carrying up the road to reach the nearby broken pipe, temporarily leaving dozens of customers without water. And we reached out. California Water Service says that break appears to be unrelated to the Lineage warehouse fire, despite happening less than a mile from the cleanup site. And if we come back out here live, when it comes to the rodent issue, look at this. The city's installed hundreds of these rat bait stations all around the warehouse. The city now giving Lineage through mid-August to finish the cleanup. And once it is done, the warehouse still needs to be fully demolished. And we know after a packed meeting on Thursday of last week, residents made it clear they do not want Lineage to rebuild or continue operations once that happens. For now, that's the latest here in this Boyle Heights neighborhood. I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
Oh, all right, Mario. Well, appreciate you being out there, you and our photographer. And it really is a shame that so many people have that to deal with. on top of everything else. Now we do continue with some breaking news out of New England. Federal immigration agents reportedly involved in a fatal shooting in Maine. In a social media post, Maine's Democrat House Speaker saying that there was a fatal shooting this morning in a town south of Portland. ICE agents were involved. Local outlets reporting that FBI investigators were spotted at the scene along with state police. No statement yet, though, from the Department of Homeland Security. If confirmed, this would be the second fatal incident involving ICE in a week. An operation in Houston last Tuesday ended in a deadly shooting.
Now to developing news in Washington, D.C. This morning, President Trump said Lindsey Graham's sister should be named as the temporary replacement in the U.S. Senate.
The South Carolina senator's sudden death over the weekend is really sending shockwaves through the Capitol. Jonathan Seri has more on Graham's passing and its impact on the balance of power.
The Senate returns Monday under a grim cloud after the sudden death of longtime South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. President Trump reflecting on their friendship.
He was a great guy, and he was a friend. He would call me all the time. If I had Democrat problems, he could solve them. He was a man of all different abilities.
A preliminary medical report says the 71-year-old died of an aortic tear due to cardiovascular disease. Funeral plans are still being worked out, but those who were close to Graham are honoring him.
And when I think about Lindsey's legacy, I think about courage, compassion, and results.
Think about the journey of Lindsey Graham and the story of America. Humble beginnings, struggle, challenges, hurdles, misery, and then a miracle to serve others.
And now the search for Graham's replacement begins. The governor of South Carolina will appoint a temporary replacement to finish Graham's current term, which runs out in January. A special primary then takes place in August, and the nominee will face Democrat Annie Andrews in a November special election.
There are a lot of conversations going on. I think whoever the governor decides and the president, I know they are discussing options right now.
The Senate is also without Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell, whose health remains in question after a weeks-long hospital stay. In central South Carolina, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
A new study reveals how climate change may impact the price of water bills, especially in the western part of the United States. The research found climate-driven drought could actually require costly infrastructure to remove salt, minerals from seawater, along with creating the need for water reuse projects. The findings say under severe drought conditions, more than 5% of U.S. households could end up spending a third of their income just on water. The study by researchers at Stanford University is published in the journal Nature Sustainability.
Southern California may not be the only place struggling with heat and destructive wildfires. In France, firefighters are trying to contain several wildfires sweeping across the southern part of the country. Military personnel have even joined in the fight. This is all coming in the wake of record-setting temperatures topping 100 degrees. Meanwhile, in Spain, the wildfires have claimed at least 12 lives as flames burn through an area about the size of Manhattan. Crews are struggling as the area is getting hit by yet another heat wave.
Parmesan cheese might get more expensive because of the heat wave in Italy. The hot weather causing the cows to eat less, produce lower quality and quantities of milk. So farmers have installed fans and water mist systems to keep those cows cool and happy. The extra cooling measures for the cows and for storing the aging cheese wheels have spiked farmers' energy costs, though. The Parmesan cheese industry generates an estimated $5 billion in revenue a year, employing thousands and powering the local economy.
We've all seen some pretty questionable viral video trends, but one French teenager is learning the hard way that Singapore does not play around when it comes to public hygiene. The 18-year-old was back in a Singapore court today. He's facing mischief and public nuisance charges after filming himself licking a straw at an orange juice vending machine and putting it back. That prank, which happened in April, could land him in prison for up to 2 years. Singapore is known for tight regulations on public behavior and cleanliness. This includes restrictions like limits on chewing gum and strong penalties for littering and vandalism. The teen is taking business classes in Singapore, and his trial is set to begin later this month.
Wow. Okay. Restaurant Month has returned to Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga.
More than 20 restaurants are serving up exclusive flavors all month long, and Coco McAvoy is live at one of the hot spots. Hi there, Coco.
Good morning. This is a great morning for me. We are talking about Greater Ontario Restaurant Month, and to tell us more about it, I'm going to start with Joel here, who's the ambassador. So this is really cool. You get the chance to try so many great restaurants.
It's so fun. I mean, who doesn't love to eat? Here's the cool thing. You love to eat. We're also going to reward you for eating this month. I mean, literally all throughout the month of July, if you come and download the digital passport at GoCal.com, you get to find out what restaurants are participating, like Raw Kitchen and Cantina, where we're at right now, who's participating, what giveaways they're doing, what discounts they're giving away, and you come out and you try some of these local flavors, you automatically enter to win some great things here in Greater Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga, like, I don't know, like suites at one of our local sporting events, or two tickets to every event at Toyota Arena for an entire year. Concerts, sporting events for an entire year. And it's only going on this month of July.
Yes, so you got to come and check it out. Okay, so you mentioned Raw Kitchen and Cantina in Rancho Cucamonga. This is a beautiful restaurant. You're going to want to come and try it. This is the owner, Rigo, and tell us all about your restaurant.
Thank you, Coco. Yes, this is Chef Rigo Espinosa at Raw Kitchen and Cantina, located in Rancho Cucamonga. And so today, for the restaurant month, we're offering a lot of stuff for you guys to check it out. So on your visit, you could come over and you get a free fish taco, which that's where I'm going to start with. We have our Baja fish tacos, beer batter with a blue corn tortilla. You're going to be able to find this in Ensenada and Rancho Cucamonga only, nowhere else. After that, we're going to be having our clam chowder that we make in-house, and also our bread bowl, which we bake in-house as well. So come check it out. We have a little shrimp tail as well. And then to finalize, since we're our Baja-inspired and Mexican cuisine, we have our ceviche de pescado, which is a leche de tigre, with the infusion of the Peruvian cuisine and Mexico as well. We're Mexicans here, so that's what you're going to be having when you come to our restaurant, Coco.
I love that. And then you've got some great wine, too.
Definitely. You cannot pair this up pretty well more than with the Mexican wine. So we are featuring our brand SoCal from Valle de Guadalupe, and there's a lot of them. We have at least about 25 different labels that you could come over and taste with the food that we do. We do a lot of events, and the wine pairing is one of the best ones that we do here at the restaurant as well.
Yes, and Chef Rigo, you mentioned events. You were throwing watch parties here as well. This has been here for 5 years, though, this restaurant.
Correct. Yeah, a lot of watch parties that were great. The best one was the last one that where Mexico played against England. It was great. We had a great time. So, yeah, lots of events. We're going to be doing some paint and sip pretty soon, too. But today is Restaurant Month, so thank you to you, GoCal, and everyone else that is doing this together.
I love that. Thank you so much for talking to us, showing us this delicious food here at Raw Kitchen and Cantina here in Rancho Cucamonga. Come and check them out. They are one of more than 20 restaurants participating in Greater Ontario Restaurant Month. This is running until July 31st. I'll send it back to you.
So do they have watch parties tomorrow and Wednesday, Coco?
I don't know. Let me ask. Are you continuing the watch parties here?
Yes, we're going to be doing the next one on the 19th. So please stop by. We're going to be having a DJ. We're going to be showing a big screen on this side. Woo! So you got to be here. Come over to the 19th, which is this Sunday. Yes. We're going to go for.
Oh, you know, it depends on who makes it, right? Because today is France and Spain, and then we'll see between England and Argentina.
That's right.
So I don't know, because I don't know who's going to make it. What about you? I know Mexico's out.
Mexico's out, but let's go for Spain.
Okay.
Let's do Spain.
España tomorrow.
Spain it is.
All right. Good stuff. Coco, thank you. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. The Pentagon releases a new UFO files. It includes one report from a military aviator along with footage of a mysterious six-pointed object off the coast of East Asia. Madeline Rivera has more on the files from Washington.
The materials released in this latest batch go back to the 1940s, and they come from different agencies, including the Departments of War and Energy, NASA, the CIA, and the FBI. One report was filed by security personnel at the Pantex nuclear plant near Amarillo, Texas. On September 1st, 2015, they described chasing down a flying object near the facility. They said the object did not make a sound, had no identifiable propulsion system, and was shaped like a diamond. And in 2019, a military pilot took this video while flying in the eastern United States. The aviator wrote, "I noticed an object with flight characteristics unlike anything I had seen in my 28 years of performing for the U.S. Air Force and Navy. A small object was below us and appeared to be traveling in a straight line opposite our direction at high speed. Upon analysis after our flight, the object appeared to be rectangular. Others with equal or more experience were also unsure as to what this object might be." One of the videos was captured just last year by the U.S. Pacific Command. The footage taken on January 1st over the Yellow Sea shows an unidentified object that looks like a six-point star. President Trump has demanded transparency regarding unidentified flying objects, aerial phenomena, and alien life, but the Pentagon has previously said they found no evidence of aliens or extraterrestrial intelligence. They've suggested other reasons for these unresolved cases, including lack of sufficient data. They say the private sector is welcome to provide their own expertise, and in the meantime, they'll continue to release new files in the coming weeks. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
UAPs. This is right up our Samada's alley. She's watching. I'm into it, I have to admit. It is fascinating and interesting. What could be up there and out there? Right now, we are definitely seeing this on our satellite radar pictures. We're picking up all of this subtropical moisture. Look at all of this that the radar is picking up in terms of the shower activity. And we're getting some of that in the Inland Empire right now. So if you're headed out towards Riverside, San Bernardino County, especially up in the higher elevations, greater chances for more of those pop-up storms today into this afternoon. Do want to warn you about the heat. It is going to feel hotter even today than yesterday. In fact, it's going to continue through most of the week. So I want to remind you about the dangers of the heat. We do have those heat alerts that are in place. So please remember to drink a lot of water. We underestimate the power of the heat and the danger of the heat. It is the silent killer. We talk about this every year and how it is the leading cause of death, weather-related deaths out there. So check on the kids, the elderly, please, on our neighbors, and of course check in on our pets. Wear the proper accessories like a hat if you have to be out there, light color, lightweight clothing if you're going to be out and about. Get in some air conditioning. That's your best bet. And if you have to work under these weather conditions, of course, take those numerous breaks. These are the heat alerts that are in place. Heat advisories that are in effect through tomorrow for portions of LA Ventura, but we do have the extreme heat watch all across SoCal for the dangerous heat that we're expecting. It's a prolonged period of time that we're getting these 90s and triple digits. Has really started last week. The beach forecast, if you're headed there for some relief from the heat inland, temperatures on the sand will be in the upper 70s, but it is humid there as well, and you may be swimming out in the water. It's refreshing. Those water temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, but your body can dehydrate quickly, so drink a lot of water, please. 3 to 5 foot sets along our Orange County beaches. San Diego, similar conditions. That combined with a high tide that's coming in tonight, this is going to pose some problems along the coast. So low-lying beach areas like the parking lots along the coast, that's going to get flooded out, I think. And also those strong rip currents, of course, in the water. Always swim or paddle out near a lifeguard. Here is our 7-day forecast as we're going to continue to hang on to this heat. Actually, even Wednesday should be the hottest in terms of the temperatures. It'll be the highest. But we're going to hang on to this humidity through the end of the week. There might be some relief Friday into Saturday, but we're still going to look at that chance for some showers, and we're still adding some humidity to the atmosphere. In fact, we may increase the humidity again as we get to this weekend into early next week. 100 for the valleys and the Inland Empire, 110 on Wednesday. The mountains, 78 degrees with that chance for thunderstorms. You really got to remember, a lot of kids are on vacation. I know families are up in the mountains trying to get some hiking in. You want to do that earlier in the day, not in the afternoon, and beware of the pop-up storms that we're expecting. 98 in the high desert, and then out towards the Coachella Valley, 104 today. Even hotter on Wednesday with that 112, and that chance for showers will continue throughout the rest of the week. Just my weather. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. So if you ever take a walk around your neighborhood, you already know we love our dogs around here in California. But a new study actually puts data behind our puppy love, and it turns out the Golden State lives up to its name. While the humble Labrador Retriever completely dominated the map in 28 states, California bucked the trend. We are officially Team Golden Retriever here. Data from Trusted House Sitters shows that Goldens are one of the most popular choices across the West Coast, perfectly fitting for an active outdoor lifestyle. But we aren't the only ones with specific tastes. Our neighbors in Arizona and Utah opted for this smaller, short-haired Chihuahua to beat the desert heat.
Oh, okay.
We see a lot of Chihuahuas here, though,
We
too.
do. We
Yeah, I
sure
think we
do.
love all dogs here in California.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Packing up the family for a concert sounds like a fun summer plan. You know, there's all those summer concerts going on around town. But medical experts are sending a strong reality check for parents of infants because according to pediatricians, a safe noise limit for a baby is about 70 decibels, ranging around a standard vacuum cleaner. Okay, so the sound of that is how you would measure it. Live concerts, though, routinely double that. So doctors say any prolonged exposure over 95 decibels can cause permanent hearing loss or ringing in the toddler's ears. And in the summer heat, crowded space, and secondhand smoke, experts say all of those, it makes it pretty clear, keep summer concert season maybe just to adult night out.
Well, sometimes movies are even really loud, right? So you got to really be careful. And then obviously like monster jams or, you know, shows that you take the family to. I see a lot of babies wearing the ear covers.
Headphones, yeah. I always wonder how effective those are, though, because they're different kinds. Some are really good and some are probably not so great. So you have to make sure if you do get a headphone, it's the best quality.
And if you're traveling and you give your kid earphones to listen to their iPad or whatever, and you get your the kid version of it, you still have to check the volume.
Yes.
Because that can be really dangerous, especially for a long duration. All right, well, there's big news for Lakers fans out there. The team has just re-signed Austin Reeves to a 4-year deal worth $185 million. That's the richest contract in NBA history for an undrafted player. Reeves averaged 23 points per game last year, and that number jumped to 28 points in 16 games without LeBron James, who is no longer with the purple and gold. Holding on to Reeves was widely seen as a crucial move for the post-LeBron era, and Reeves said he was on the phone with his agents up to 7 hours a day when negotiations reached a fever pitch. In fact, the avid golfer said he played a full round with his agents on the phone. Quote, I just put them on speaker.
Oh my
I
gosh.
throw the phone on the ground and pick it back up, and then keep talking.
It seems like something out of a movie, right?
Oh,
that
yeah,
scene,
I know,
right?
exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's very funny. All right, don't forget, you can see the MLB All-Star Game Tuesday here on Fox. Yes, although Shohei Ohtani will not play as he deals with that left knee issue. Coverage starts at 3:30 in the afternoon. First pitch set for 5 o'clock. Sports Wrap follows with the Midsummer Classic. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome to your Monday, everybody. A fresh new week. Welcome to 10 a.m. right now. We start with this. A water main break floods some streets in Boyle Heights.
Yeah, the break happening yesterday near that massive cold storage warehouse fire last month that left the odor for tons of people really unmanageable. Mario Ramirez is there smelling all of that gross, decaying food. Mario.
Yeah, it is still in the air. Millions of pounds of rotting food inside the warehouse, and we've been watching dozens of trucks and equipment move into the area. We can tell you that the cleanup has been around the clock, crews simultaneously demolishing parts of the fire-damaged warehouse and hauling out a lot of that food. But with millions of pounds still inside, neighbors say the odor and the frustrations are far from over. And now, take a look, dealing with another issue. Surveillance video capturing the water main break Sunday afternoon. Water gushing through the pavement here. This is less than a mile from the warehouse near Brannock and Union Pacific, flooding the intersection, with crews spending hours digging to repair the pipe. And just down the street, a much bigger problem continues now in its 27th day since the June 17th Lineage warehouse fire broke out. Crews racing to get out millions of pounds of spoiled food from inside that cold storage facility. Workers spending yesterday loading truck after truck with rotting meat. The system, the odor control systems, running 24/7 to try and cut through the stench. And for people who live and work nearby, they say the smell isn't the only issue lingering. They're now dealing with water issues, swarms of flies, rodents, and the side effects they say are stemming directly from the warehouse crisis.
Helping us, please. I don't want to get the smell no more. I have a lot of headaches. The rats is in my garage. A lot of rats. And I tell them, the people, and the people told me, oh, they're going to give you these stamps. But I tell them, I think they need a fumigation because it's too much.
Yeah, meanwhile, the water main break temporarily left dozens of customers without water, and California Water Service, after we reached out, they say the broken pipe appears to be unrelated to the warehouse fire, despite happening along the same corridor. And the cause of this fire still under investigation. If we come back out here live, Lineage officials have said they believe it started while a subcontractor was testing solar panels on the roof there. The city has given the company a timeline through mid-August to finish the cleanup, and residents, as we've heard, say they want it to be completed as soon as possible. For now, that's the latest here in this Boyle Heights neighborhood. I'm Mario Ramirez. Back to you.
Yeah, understandably, really bad conditions out there, Mario. All right, thank you. So not exactly your average day at the beach. In Ventura County yesterday, bomb squads from both the Sheriff's Department and the Navy responded when a Korean War-era bomb washed ashore. The Sheriff's Department spokesperson described the ordnance as a super bazooka round that still contained live explosives. It washed up near Lifeguard Tower 14 on Muggy Beach. The bomb experts cleared the area. Crews blew it up where it was because it was too dangerous to move. The portion of that beach was used by military training during World War II before it became a public beach. So this is not the first time old ordinances have been found there. So if you come across one, they say do not touch it or move it, evacuate the area, and call 911 immediately.
One of the big concerns with the hot weather we're getting this week is the risk of wildfires, like the Summit fire burning near Pinion Hills. Firefighters say that one home has been destroyed, 3 others damaged in a 2,700-acre burn. Containment up to 31%. Evacuation warnings do remain in place for surrounding neighborhoods. The YMCA in Lancaster is open for people who are displaced from their homes.
Sad news from the entertainment world. Actor Sam Neill has died. Neill is best known as Dr. Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park films. He starred in dozens of other films and TV shows, including The Hunt for Red October, The Piano, and The Tudors. In a social media post, his family said his sudden death in Sydney, Australia was sudden and unexpected. Neill disclosed he had been diagnosed with a rare type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma back in 2023. But his family's statement said he remained cancer-free when he died. Sam Neill was 78 years old.
Developing news this morning, American flags throughout the U.S. will fly at half-staff to honor South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who passed away Saturday night. The president has ordered the flags to be lowered until Saturday evening. The Republican senator became a Trump ally after initially calling him unfit for office back in 2016. Graham had just spoken with Trump after returning from Ukraine and meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Graham was known for his hawkish foreign policy style. His family says the 71-year-old senator died Saturday night. The Washington, D.C. medical examiner says that he died from a tear in his aorta due to cardiovascular disease.
Meanwhile, nearly a month after being hospitalized, Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell says he suffered a bad fall. The Republican released the new details in a statement along with a photo of himself and his wife, Elaine Chao. In that statement, McConnell says he suffered a fall at home that left him unconscious. He was hospitalized and later developed mild pneumonia. McConnell says he is now in a rehabilitation facility to regain his strength. He did not say when he would return to the Senate.
President Trump says the U.S. will reinstate a blockade on Iran in the Strait of Hormuz and will charge ships for safe passage.
And we have news coming in. Rob Bonta, the U.S. Attorney General, is talking right now. Let's listen in to what he is saying from this press conference.
Filed, and that a coalition of 12 states have filed challenging the proposed merger of Paramount, Skydance, and Warner Brothers Discovery, and asking the court to block the merger from moving forward. We are on file right now. Our complaint is available. We filed in the Northern District of California earlier this morning. This $110 billion proposed merger, the largest merger in Hollywood history, would extinguish competition. It would result in higher prices, lower content quality, and fewer movies and TV shows. Movie theaters, basic cable TV distributors, and audiences on every sofa and in every movie seat would feel the impact of this unlawful merger. Movies and TV shows are not run-of-the-mill commodities. The film and entertainment industry doesn't exist just to buy and to sell them. It exists to tell stories, to spark ideas and spark curiosity, to inspire and sometimes to inform, to open our eyes to new perspectives we may have never considered before, to expose us to the things we don't know we need to be exposed to. It's why it plays a starring role in so many first dates and sometimes last dates, in cherished family memories and in moments of self-care. Why it has the power to bring us together, as we've seen through the World Cup, and to help shape who we are and what we believe is possible. It has the power to inspire. And in California, it's a source of immense pride and employment up and down the state. David Ellison may think this is an offer we can't refuse. But I'm here to say he's wrong. I'm proud to lead 12 attorneys general across the country to put an end to a merger that, let's just say it simply, breaks the law. It hurts an industry that touches the lives of Americans daily and brings so much to the state of California. I may be standing up here alone, but I'm certainly not alone in this effort. This lawsuit is the result of the collaboration of our coalition of AGs and their teams, our teams, and the hard work, dedication, and leadership of DOJ's antitrust law section. An incredible team working overtime to keep prices down for Californians and Americans, to make life more affordable, to make sure we have a free and fair market, not a rigged market. So now let me tell you a little bit more about this lawsuit. As our complaint makes clear, this deal is illegal under the Clayton Act. That is a law that has been on the books for over 100 years. It prevents mergers that may substantially lessen competition or tend to create a monopoly. By combining 2 of the 5 largest film distributors and 2 of the 5 largest basic channel owners, basic cable channel owners, the resulting behemoth would control nearly 1/3 of theatrical motion pictures and nearly 1/3 of basic cable programming, including 50 of the most popular cable channels. It'd be particularly harmful to anticipated top-grossing films, or often referred to as blockbusters or tentpole films, as this merger would give the combined company control of more than 30% of blockbusters. In total, just 4 distributors would control more than 90% of blockbusters, movies that have massive production budgets and help drive traffic to movie theaters. For more than a century, Paramount and Warner Brothers have squared off as fierce competitors, which has fueled powerful projects that have stood the test of time. We're talking Titanic, The Godfather, The Matrix, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Casablanca, just to name a few. Who knows what those movies would have been like if not for the competition driving the distributors to produce their best work. If these 2 companies merge, theaters will lose their negotiating power. They'll have to pay more to get the merged companies' movies on their screens. They'll have fewer discounts to offer. They'll have fewer new releases to show. While ticket prices will most likely go up, theaters will be forced to cut back on investments that make the experience better for audiences. Comfier seats, expanded concessions, and premium screens. The merged company would control a slate of basic cable TV channels, spanning everything. Spanning news, sports, entertainment, kids, family, factual, and lifestyle content. Full range of content. No other company would be able to keep up. Which means basic cable TV channels would also lose their negotiating power. Their ability to secure low prices and encourage the distributors to develop new and exciting shows. Content distributors would be virtually forced to accept terms offered by the merged company or risk landing on the blacklist of the most popular channels. They could be on the receiving end of a blackout of some of the top cable channels in the country. There is no debate here. This merger would snuff out competition, drive up prices, diminish content quality, and produce fewer movies and shows each year.
All right, there you're listening to California Attorney General Rob Bonta speaking, appropriately so, right underneath that Hollywood sign, talking about how California and 11 other states are suing to block Paramount's takeover of Warner Brothers, arguing that it would extinguish competition. He argues the $81 billion deal will harm competition, increase prices, reduce quality for media audiences, and this would be the largest merger in Hollywood history.
And Paramount just releasing this statement responding to this, saying that this lawsuit distorts settled antitrust law and is based on a misrepresentation of competition in the entertainment industry today.
All right, more to come on that. In the meantime, though, got to talk about what's going on out there and how it feels out there at 10:13 a.m.
You're definitely going to notice if you haven't been outside yet. Yesterday, we all noticed the humidity and the cloud cover. This is all related to the subtropical moisture that is streaming up from the south and southeast. You can see the movement of not just the cloud cover, but also the shower activity. You can see some light showers now falling across the Inland Empire. The farther inland you go, more opportunities for that, as well as some opportunities here just offshore. offshore moving into the Bay Area if you're headed to the north. 77 degrees currently in Ontario, but when you factor in the relative humidity values and the heat index, it feels more like it's in the 80s. So that's the kind of day we're looking at, very tropical-ish. 84 in Woodland Hills, 76 in Riverside, and 69 in Big Bear, to that 90 degrees in Palm Springs. Again, it feels hotter than that because of the added humidity, that moisture streaming up from the southeast. Big ridge of high pressure in control of our weather, and it's going to stay there for the greater part of this week. There'll be some subtle changes in its position. However, we're still going to continue to stream up that subtropical moisture, so it's only going to get hotter actually today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then there might be a little tiny break in the humidity on Friday, but another area of low pressure just offshore, part of a tropical system sort of developing in the East Pacific. This is going to help also spread more cloud cover and moisture our way. So get used to this weather and be mindful of the dangers of this heat, especially if you're not used to this kind of climate. You really do want to hydrate, drink lots of water if you have to be out and about, especially out in the low desert. 104 there today, 98 in the high desert areas with that 30 to even 40% chance for showers up into the mountains, 78. So if you are planning to head up there, I know kids are out for the break, a lot of families enjoying a summer holiday up in the mountains. Please remember that chance for pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. 77 along our coast today, 85 for downtown LA, and those heat advisories and heat alerts are going to continue, not just today, but some heat watches expanded into the remainder of this week. All right, I'll talk more about the weather coming up in just a few moments, but first let's talk about traffic. We do have Good Day LA traffic brought to you by My Home Sold. We're going to zoom in to some of the showers falling right now. This is parts of Riverside, Moreno Valley, Paris. If you're planning to drive in through parts of the 60 freeway, impacted by some light shower activity here, also up into the San Bernardino Mountains. Here's one of our live traffic cameras. This is our 91 freeway here at Harbor. Both sides of the 91, east and west sides at Harbor, moving nicely at this hour. And you can kind of see the top of your screen there. Definitely some of that cloud cover outside. All right, here are the drive times in and out of downtown LA. Westbound 10 freeway between the 5 to the 405 going towards Santa Monica. Just 22 minutes. Big improvement there. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10. Look at that. Just 15 minutes. On that West 60 between the 57 to the 5. 21 minutes there. Now let's take a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
Hi, I'm Adrian with My Home Sold, and we want to buy your house. We buy any house in any condition. No commissions, no closing costs, and no repairs. Go to myhomesold.com for a free same-day cash offer. That's myhomesold.com.
Good Day LA.
10:20 here. Coming up, Long Beach police are searching for the suspects who held an off-duty officer at gunpoint and robbed him. Two men approached the officer near Bixby Road and Orange Avenue around sometime yesterday afternoon. One held a gun on him, the other robbed him. The officer fired his weapon, but the suspects got away. The officer was not injured. It's unknown if anyone was struck by the gunfire.
Happening today, LAX begins a week of overnight temporary lane closures on Sepulveda Boulevard to build a new pedestrian bridge. Looking at LAX, the bridge will span Sepulveda Boulevard at its intersection with Century Boulevard, and the work will run today through Friday from 10 p.m. at night, of course, to 6 in the morning in the overnight hours. LAX says expect intermittent nightly traffic breaks of southbound Sepulveda Boulevard with up to all 4 southbound lanes being closed at times. The stops may run up to 20 minutes while beams are installed for the new bridge. Expect delays and allow for additional travel time.
All right, let's talk World Cup here, and here's who is left. Look at that. France takes on Spain tomorrow at noon here on Fox, and then on Wednesday, the longtime heated rivals England against defending champ Argentina. After the match, stick around for Football HQ, the final, next Sunday at noon from MetLife Stadium. And that will conclude things July 19th.
I know, the final is right around the corner.
So FIFA exploring the possibility of expanding the World Cup. The Federation's president confirms it is examining a proposal to expand the World Cup to 64 teams for 2030 tournament. This year's World Cup featured 48 teams, the largest field in the tournament's history. FIFA's president says the quality of teams from around the world is getting better, and that expanding the field would incentivize those smaller countries to keep improving.
But it is a long competition schedule and calendar if you expand it in that way, and you think of the travel and the I don't know, there's pros and cons to all of it, so we'll see what happens. All right, the World Cup's Final Four are officially set, and the 4 remaining squads are Argentina, Spain, France, and England. The semifinals begin tomorrow right here on Fox 11, but today, our Kyle Kraska is highlighting one of the major superstars.
They said he was too fragile for the bright lights, a glass titan in a world of steel. But in the shadows of the Parc des Princes Stadium, the boy they counted out became a king.
Desiree Doué, brilliant ball forward with the outside of the boot for Nuno Mendes. Dembele waiting in the middle. Dembele! And it's Paris Saint-Germain who get the early goal tonight. And it's the Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele, who scores it.
The reigning Ballon d'Or winner for the best player on the planet. Won the World Cup in 2018 as a teenager and conquered all of Europe in 2025. One of only 10 men to ever hold the world's 3 greatest prizes. And now, he wants more.
Ousmane Dembele on his left foot. And again, Dembele chips it. Oh, wonderful! Absolutely world class from Ousmane Dembele.
Clocked at more than 22 miles per hour, he moves like the wind, an invisible thread that ties defenses in knots. The blue wave is coming, and he is the storm. He is France's Ousmane Dembele.
Wow, so
good.
dramatic.
One to watch.
Yeah, great stuff.
France is really strong.
One to watch, this too, right? It would be a remiss to not pay a fond farewell to a real fan favorite at the Cup. We're talking about Norway's Erling Haaland, who dazzled fans with skill on the pitch, and also he really delighted the world. He had a fun personality, fun to watch. Norway lost a close one to England over the weekend, but it was quite a run for the rowers, and Haaland now has more than 50 million followers on Instagram, double the number he had before the World Cup began.
He's very lovable, all 6'5" of him.
He's a big dude.
He is.
All right, calling all foodies in the Inland Empire. Restaurant Month has officially begun. It's back in Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga.
More than 20 restaurants are serving up exclusive flavors all month long, and Coco McAvoy live at one of the hot spots out there. What do you got now, Coco?
Good morning. A hot spot for sure. I know you've heard of Doghouse. People love this place for good reason. And we are at the location here in Rancho Cucamonga within Victoria Gardens. And they are one of more than 20 restaurants participating in Greater Ontario Restaurant Month. You know Joel by now. He is the ambassador. So tell us about the month.
Well, Coco, look, I'm going to say something controversial. Do not visit a single restaurant in the month of July, without doing this first in the cities of Ontario and Rancho Cucamonga, and that is downloading your digital passport.
Yes.
Look, you can go to gocal.org, download your digital passport, and it's going to show you participating restaurants like Doghouse, where you can get some giveaways, some discounts, some freebies, and get great food. And for that, we're going to reward you. Look, we're not only we're only telling you to come out, we're incentivizing you to come out this month, the month of July, and get some great food, but we want you to enter to win some tickets to Toyota Arena for every event for the entire year, or suites to some local sporting events. But you got to download your digital passport at gocal.org.
I love that. I love the incentives. Okay, let's get over to Josh now, who is here with Doghouse. And so tell us all about Doghouse for people who might not know.
Okay, well, Doghouse is a beer garden, but not only getting a beer, it is a place for the entire family. Now, contrary to popular belief, it's not just hot dogs, brats, and sausages. As you can see, there's a plethora of all sorts of things. We have our slew of hot dogs right over here. We're really known for our burritos and our breakfast burritos, so you can come in the morning too, obviously. And then, of course, we have some smash burgers over here, and our brand new revised menu with grilled chicken and fried chicken sandwiches. For Restaurant Month, we're giving away one free slider, but also on National Hot Dog Day, we have all of our hot dogs available, of course, and if you sign up with the app, you can get one hot dog free. This is our limited time offer. It's called the Big Hack Dog, a play on another famous hamburger, but in hot dog form, of course.
I love that. And you've got great beers, too, obviously, that we see.
Yeah, this specific location has 15 different beers on tap, which is like, you know, quite the variety. And yeah, it's just amazing food. We have loaded French fries, loaded tots, our famous onion strings over there, some fried pickles, of course, some chicken wings. So you gotta come check it out.
I love that. Thank you so much, Josh, for talking to us. Look at this array of food. This display looks so incredibly good. I could eat everything on this display. It looks incredible. Come and check out Doghouse here in Rancho Cucamonga at Victoria Gardens. Again, they're participating in Greater Ontario Restaurant Month. That ends July 31st. Come and check those out. I'll send it back to you.
Delicious. That looks so good. We're really hungry now. Thanks a lot, Coco.
Enjoy.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. Good Day LA weather is brought to you by the Razavi Law Group. Look at this beautiful live look at Santa Monica right now. A little hazy. We do have some clouds. This is all related to that subtropical moisture that we have been talking about. Area of high pressure pulling up all of that monsoonal moisture, giving us the humid, hot conditions, and it's only going to get hotter as we get to today, tomorrow, and Thursday with widespread major heat risk. Remember, heat is the silent killer. It is the leading cause of weather-related deaths, so please don't underestimate this heat, especially if you're not used to this kind of climate. We do have well above average high temperatures mixed with the humidity. It's very uncomfortable, and also the chances for thunderstorms will continue. There's that big dome of high pressure pulling up all of that instability from the south and southeast, so we're picking up some moisture on the radar here, even extending as far north as Northern California. So remember to drink a lot of water, take breaks from the sun, numerous breaks if you have to work under these weather conditions. Wear the proper clothing. It actually makes a huge difference to wear lightweight, light-colored clothing and get in the air conditioning as much as you can. Of course, check on your friends, the elderly, and please take care of the pets. 91 today in Corona, 93 in Riverside. You factor in the humidity and that heat index, and it feels much hotter than that. 104 in Palm Springs, 100 in Woodland Hills, 76 in Santa Monica. A little better along the coast with those temperatures. However, that being said, it does still feel pretty humid there at the beach. 76 in Huntington Beach. Tomorrow we do have the match, right? Where is it, Sandra? It's in
Texas, Arlington, Texas,
where it's going to feel hot and humid as well. Here in Inglewood, we don't have anything going on at the stadium, but it'll be around 79 today, warming up even more to 85, 86 as we get into Wednesday, Thursday. Look at Woodland Hills, 100 today. We've got those heat advisories and warnings, 110 there as we look ahead to Wednesday. And Pico Rivera, similarly upper 90s as we get to midweek. There's my weather for now. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Hey, do you guys want to smell something stinky? Okay. Well, all you have to do is go to Huntington Beach. Look at all these people. You're looking at a live picture from the Huntington in San Marino. I lied, not Huntington Beach, San Marino. That is where two rare corpse flowers are blooming at the same time. Do you see that? This is just the second time that's happened in the garden's history, so it's pretty symbolic. The giant flowers, famous of course for giving off a smell that has been compared to rotting flesh.
What?
So just imagine.
Happy summer week.
Rotting eggs.
No, flesh. Apparently that's very attractive to flies and beetles for pollination, but if you want to see it or you want to smell it, you're curious, don't wait, because each bloom lasts only about 24 hours before it begins to fade. And our photographer Tony Butita has been out there, and earlier we asked him if it stinks and he gave us a thumbs up. So yeah, you know, that still stinks.
What does rotting flesh smells like?
Describe it. Can you like give me a word?
Is it like,
how did one compare it to rotting flesh is what I'd like to know. But yeah, man, people are really into it.
But nobody's holding their nose. It can't be that strong.
Getting close up and everything.
Anything for the gram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
so there you go.
Check it out.
Okay, Tony, can you hold up with your hand on a scale of 1 to 10, or 1 to 5, because you have one hand. 5 being the worst smell you've ever smelt. How bad is it? Oh, that's
tolerable.
Okay.
But he's experienced a lot.
2 is tolerable.
He's probably,
That's faint.
He has smelled a lot of bad stuff in his life, so yeah.
All right. Go check it out.
Looks very pretty though, doesn't it?
From afar. Yeah.
I don't know how I can answer that now. I mean, now knowing what it smells like, feels a little weird.
All right, history has been made at the California Highway Patrol, and it involves a very good boy. The California Highway Patrol has just welcomed its first ever Springer Spaniel to the team. This is 11-month-old Lincoln. Lincoln and 5 of his buddies graduated Friday after wrapping up 600 hours of intense training. Springer Spaniels are known for their incredible noses, which is why Lincoln had landed a high-profile gig protecting the state capitol mailroom. The new class pushes the CHP's total to 54 teams, making them the largest canine unit in California.
Sandra, I'm going to give you one more chance to read that the way God intended. It involves a what?
A Springer Spaniel.
No, a very
Good boy.
Good boy.
I'm Sandra Ando, and this story involves a very good boy. You know how you say it?
Good boy.
Good boy. It involves a good boy. Right. This is why I'm going to help you, because you're going to get a dog one day. You're on the fence. It involves a very, David? Yep. Good boy.
I don't plan to get a dog.
I'm talking to like 2 non-dog owners, and then I look here because I know you have one. Okay.
But you would speak to your child that way anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I speak to you like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, good girl, good girl. Good morning to you. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamaba Resort and Casino. All right, let's get to this. It is a tough story. It started the day off very sad and solemn. It's a tough one for movie fans. Actor Sam Neill has passed away at the age of 78. I was very shocked reading this morning. He starred in dozens of projects, but of course, Dr. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park is how most of us remember him.
After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your park. So have I.
Oh, what a classic, and what an iconic role as Dr. Alan Grant in the 1994 film Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg. He would then reprise the role for Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World Dominion. His credits included memorable performances in The Hunt for Red October, Dead Calm, with a then unknown curly-haired actress named Nicole Kidman, and then the Oscar-winning film The Piano. His family announced his passing in a social media post. They say that his death in Sydney was sudden and unexpected. We did find out, though, that he had been diagnosed with a rare form of lymphoma back in 2023, but his family's statement said that he did remain cancer-free when he passed away. They didn't specify a cause of death. This is one of those where you don't feel it's real because you know that his presence and his talents will live on forever. I just saw him recently with Eric Bana on Netflix and Untamed. It was that limited series, and he, you know, it's hard when you know that they're not sick, like they haven't been in the hospital or you didn't see it coming.
Right, and he's so young. 78?
I agree. I think 78 is young. I do. Well, we're thinking of his family today, and of course, if you have some free time, watch one of his films. It's a good way to
lift your spirits.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk movies, shall we? Let's talk box office over the weekend. We're here in the summer blockbuster season, and one live-action remake was hoping to make a big splash.
Listen, princess, if you're gonna do this, you gotta go through a whole ocean of bad.
I'm not a princess. I'm the daughter of the chief, leader of my people.
What can I say except
you're welcome?
You're welcome? Question mark. How far I'll go? Well, you went far for me. I mean, $43 million is nothing to scoff at, but when you were, as a studio, expecting to make at least 60 to 75 million, it does come in short. But the number is a little disappointing for Disney. The movie cost $250 million to make. It may end up having the lowest opening among Disney's live-action remakes, but for now, that goes to Snow White.
It's the second worst?
Why do you think, like, what, World Cup, summer, all the summer should be big?
I don't know. It's interesting you said World Cup, summer, but then you're looking at some of these other titles that did really well. I think right now, and I'm going to be honest, you've got too much competition at the box office for families. You have families that haven't seen Toy Story 5 yet, so they're going to see Toy Story 5.
Minions.
You also have Minions and Monsters that came out a week ago, and maybe Moana isn't the biggest draw for them over Toy Story 5 and Minions and Monsters. I think you also have a gap in when it came out in 2016 with the animated film. The sequel didn't perform as well as I think they hoped it would. And then you come out with this live action. Where was that demand for the live action? I don't think it was there. I am surprised it made under 60 though.
And not a lot of marketing surrounding it. You don't see a ton.
Not as much as Toy Story and some of their other titles this year. I think they thought that the IP alone of Moana was, and The Rock would be enough.
Yeah, but maybe too much time has passed. That's the problem. Timing is key.
Timing is key, absolutely. Well, we've had a good time with you guys voting in our poll question today. We asked, what is your biggest obsession? It's tied for family and faith. And then we've got food. And then fun and films and TV has the same percentage too.
Viewers.
Very deep viewers. Let's see some of the comments. Tara and Beaumont, love food always, but seriously obsessed with watching GDLA since the early 90s. Thanks, Tara.
Thank you.
We love that.
That's nice.
Olivia in Long Beach, my biggest obsession right now is food. I really like sushi, enchiladas, and a burrito from Taco Bell. Okay, choose one. Sushi, enchiladas, or Taco Bell?
Sushi.
Oh, let's go get sushi. Next, Robert in Dublin. For God, family, and country, what else is there? Well, I want to know if there's a passport involved. Are you watching us from Dublin, Ireland, or are you watching us from Dublin, California?
I don't know.
You know how there's a Paris, Texas?
Yeah, but spelled differently. Yeah. Paris, California.
Paris, California. I thought, Paris, Texas is spelled
correct.
Right.
P-A-R.
P-A-R, but Paris, California. All right.
Now we're confused. Bye.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Good Day LA Entertainment.
Millions of Americans leave for the great outdoors this summer. Experts have some tips for even the most experienced campers out there. Sue Guzman has more from New York.
Camping season is in full swing, and that means millions of Americans are packing up and ditching the city to spend time in nature. But before they do, a word from the experts.
Just getting out into nature is wonderful, but we have to be able to do it safely.
Dr. Glenn Barnes is the coordinator for the Extreme Environment Nursing Program at Texas A&M. He says preparation is key when it comes to the great outdoors. Campers should first learn about an area before their big trip.
Make sure it's safe. Make sure that there's not a history of flooding, of fires, of things that could cause and just ruin your camping trip. And talk to people that have been there. Find out the places to go, things to avoid.
And Barnes says it helps to know the 5 W's of camping. The first one is weather, which travelers should check in advance. Also water, which should be planned for. And there's woods, which are great for creating shades. Also, campers should consider the types of wildlife that may be in an area. And lastly, look out for widowmakers.
When you're looking at woods and the trees, you want to look overhead and see if you have any trees with deadfall limbs. Those are called widowmakers. You want to make sure nothing's going to fall on you during the night during a big wind.
And Barnes says before travelers hit the road, it pays to prepare for the worst. Campers should always have a first aid kit in tow, even if they don't think they need it. And it doesn't have to be fancy.
If all you have is just a regular kit that you pick up from the store, that's great. I would rather you have a little something than waiting and having nothing.
I'm Sue Guzman, Fox News.
We do have some incredible video to show you of an attack at Yellowstone National Park. It actually shows a massive bull bison charging a tourist. The video shows that man being tossed, you'll see in a moment, 8 feet into the air at the campground while walking with his grandson. It's about to happen. There it goes. Oof. Yeah. So the victim suffered multiple broken bones in his leg, a broken hip after being hooked by the bison's horn, landing heavily on his side. Witness says the bison charged at the young couple from their campsite before turning its attention to the grandfather and the grandson. Bystanders rushed to scare the animal away. Officials say bison are extremely aggressive and territorial this time of year due to mating season. If you saw the beginning of the video, they were standing pretty far away just taking pictures of the bison, didn't appear to be taunting, but the bison got up and chased him, and that's what happened. I know, it's rough.
You would think those cars would scare it away, but it didn't. It just aggravated it more.
Exactly.
Wow. So scary. Oh no, poor
goodness
grandpa.
he's okay. Thank goodness. Broken bones and stuff.
I'm just, I can't believe how high he got.
Yeah.
He's lucky he's going to be okay.
I know.
No broken bones?
No, he did.
But like, still, those will heal.
Had some broken bones and injuries, but he's going to survive, so that's a good thing. How about this kind of sport or activity? On a day like this is actually very inviting, isn't it? Surfers out there in Malibu taking advantage of the refreshing waters. You've got a paddleboarder out there. We've got some really humid conditions outside. Depending on how acclimated you are to this kind of weather condition, you're really either going to be in the air conditioning or out in the water, maybe trying to get some relief from the heat. We also have the humidity and the instability. So we have some showers here showing up on our Futurecast, our models showing how we're getting some of those light showers here through parts of the Inland Empire. Similar conditions tomorrow afternoon to evening. Wednesday should actually be the hottest of the week and most humid. So you can see the added moisture and thunderstorm possibilities out towards the deserts particularly and up into the higher elevation. So if you have plans to be up at Big Bear, Lake Arrowhead, Crestline, maybe doing some hiking, make sure you plan accordingly and do it earlier in the day where it's a little bit more comfortable. We're going to hang on to these weather conditions through the week, so get used to a bit of the heat and humidity. Heat advisories are in effect until tomorrow morning, and then we've got extreme heat warnings as well for really the dangerous heat that's out there. It can cause a lot of heat stress on our bodies, and remember the dangers of the heat. It is a silent killer and will catch you when you're off guard. So make sure you drink a lot of water, hydrate, and get inside in some air conditioning if you can. Surf heights actually coming up a little bit. If you're down in Orange County, San Diego, a little bit bigger, 3 to 5 feet. Now that combined with the high tide coming tonight of over 7 feet, that can cause not just rip currents in the water, but also some minor